Hey, it's been a long time. Hope everybody's well. Happy New Year, Merry belated Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that fun stuff because it's been months since I've done these videos. I'm actually at home. I have been working since 7 this morning. It is 9 o'clock, my usual. I work 60, 70 hours a week. I'm exhausted all the time. And majority of that is because of the last year and a half of just constant financial strain. I know we have all been there. This is partly why, especially the last 2 days of issues related to finances, that I decided to finally make another video. Also, as everybody knows from previous videos for Living Truly Inspired, when we started last year, my health and weight have always been a huge issue, which is the whole foundation of Living Truly Inspired LLC. A lot of people have been inspired by my story, health, weight, everything, life. And the whole point was for the inspirational blog to be a supportive space for us. I also have the Facebook page that you can also use as a blog to just kind of share your stories, share your experiences. The last pretty much almost 48 hours have been just a nightmare for me. Over the last year and a half has just been an insane financial struggle for me, and it's just me. I don't have a family, and it's hard enough just by myself. I tell everybody, I give kudos to all the super parents out there that are trying to do multiple jobs, go to school, and take care of their home and their kids, because I couldn't do it. I'm working 60, 70 hours a week. I'm taking a semester off from school, which is pretty much almost done, the break, because I'm trying to focus on work and getting these financial situations, sorted out, which is also why I haven't launched a product yet for the company. As you've seen, I've delayed because, it takes money to start that stuff. I really just have been working on the ideas and actually have been marketing or networking, to get the marketing side of things in place to really get these products going, find a one or two really great items that are marketable that I think you'll love, and that obviously are inspirational related type of products. We're really trying to get this blog up and running in the next few months here, as well as, our media sites have been up, the website's been up, as you know. Thank you again for all of your support. Back to why I'm making this video tonight, other than to just touch base with you, is companies, big companies, and auto pay. That has been my hell for the last 2 days. This is not a new issue. I know a lot of people refuse to put their bills on auto pay, but me personally, being so busy and having to do these things through my phone and not having time to make these calls and open all these bills, they just pile up, is auto pay. And it goes right out of my accounts. Checks go in, monies go right out. Not a good solution. Has not been working very well for a while. This last couple of days, it really, really kicked my butt. I had recently changed phone carriers because I was getting screwed over by this carrier I've been with for many, many years. They have been robbing me blind. I've been paying way too much to begin with. And, then they just terminated my service out of nowhere. They claim to have sent statements, which is BS. But hey, it is what it is. I walked. I went and got, a whole new phone on payments, and had them transfer my number and the whole nines, get an old company. Well, they were supposed to bill me on the middle of the month. So they said. Yesterday on the 5th of the month, they take out a whole bunch of money, not even the right amount. And now, mind you, I also got it sorted out eventually, but after just just complicated so much for me. I was having a meltdown at work dealing with this crap, and lost a little time on my job because I was dealing with this on my personal breaks, and and then it ran over. Anyhow, I got it sorted out by the end of the day by this amazing representative at my bank. She's like, we give you all these courtesy credits because they've saved my butt dealing with, big companies doing this to me previously throughout the year. And they had maxed out their little courtesy credits. So she put on this other special little thing, not telling me it was friggin' temporary. So guess what I get to deal with today on my lunch break? Yeah, they reversed everything. Then they slapped on all the late fees, which, the overdrawn fees, like $100 worth of fees. And now, mind you, she specifically had discussed fees with me and said, yeah, as long as you clear them up by the same day, blah, 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 you're good. And because none of that was my fault, I was already disputing it with the company. The credit was already pending, but it takes, days. Long story short, today I'm dealing with it at lunch. And guys, again, this is a year and a half of this, and anyone that's dealt with financial issues knows how stressful it is and how just devastating one blow can hit, affecting all the other stuff. It's too much sometimes. And it's like after. And when you work so hard to just try to get half of them paid, so many of them aren't getting paid, and you're just running yourself to the bone. You're sick all the time because you're working too much, but you have to. No one's going to pay the bills but me. It's just me, right? I know there's plenty of you that understand this. So I know I'm going on and on, but I have to kind of paint the scenario of where I got to. Today, I lost it. I work in a call center currently, and we deal with those pissed off people that are going off and they won't let you talk. I became one of them today. I wasn't cursing or anything, but I'm just like, look, you guys are screwing me over. You have no idea what you're doing to me. You have no idea. Then, one representative says one thing, and then you transfer you to somebody else and they say something completely different. They're like, oh, you need to close your card. Well, I have a second job that I cash my payments, my earnings through, which is Uber, in case you didn't know. I also do that. So my Uber earnings go to that other bank account, at least they did, and that's how I get the money out. And I'm like, the whole point of yesterday's freak out was, if I go work, this money is going to go to this bogus charge instead of to my pocket, knowing I had zero gas. That's a whole nother video. I ended up having a wonderful rider help me with gas because they understood that struggle and the situation of we were about to run out of gas. They would have rather helped me, and were so understanding about the situation because we've all been there, than to be upset and say, you know what, screw this, I'm getting another Uber driver. And, they would have been more upset if we had gotten stranded, So I just said, you know what, hey, this is what's going on. And I'm like, I really need to pull over and get gas. She was like, do you need money? And she ended up paying for a bunch of gas. So anyway, another video. But this big company taking your money thing, they really don't even care. They will legitimately just take money out like early and act like it's no big deal, or take it out and, some random amounts. They'll do all kinds of stuff, and you just don't understand the struggling person that works their off every single day to make ends meet, how devastating that is. So that's what I've been dealing with. As I mentioned, they reversed everything, re-overdrew the account, added on those $80 to $100 something of fees. And, like I said, I lost it. I'm like yelling at them, like on my lunch break. It's embarrassing too, taking care of that at work. There really is no private place for me to take care of that. So it was complicated. Again, not cursing, just ranting and going, you don't understand, this is like my livelihood you're screwing with, and you're punishing me for something this company screwed up on, and this is not fair. I need that. That's half my paycheck that got deposited today that they now took out on top of all the stuff that happened yesterday. So I go into the bank in tears, and the girl is terrified. She's like, what is wrong? And I'm like, this is what's been going on. And I told her what happened. And, they were so wonderful. The manager gave me a credit for like $100, reversed all those fees. And I said, we can't do anything about the pending reversal of what the company put. We have to wait till it clears, the credit clears. And I'm like, well, it's $100 more than I had like 30 minutes ago. That's been part of my check. And I had already withdrawn the rest of what was remaining that they didn't mess with, because I told them, I don't feel comfortable leaving what little money I have in here with you. This is my rent. And the situation is horrible. And your company hasn't taken care of me the way that you have or should have. Everyone's telling something different, and it's not okay. I immediately went across the street at a whole different bank. move my Uber stuff to that account, so that way my money is completely separate and it's not going to have these kind of issues anymore. I'm taking everything off auto pay except for the one thing that cannot be, which is be car payments. But I mean, the long story short, I know it's like a super long video. I'm hoping people actually watch to hear the message at the end, because obviously I really needed to vent to you about all this, and in my pajamas with my hair a mess. Is just, I know we've all been there. I know there's other people that I'm grateful I still have a roof over my head. This is why I was so upset and in tears, and like I could not stop crying, because it has just been piling on, piling on, and piling on. And when they say when it rains, it pours. But then you have to still stop and remind yourself that there's still blessings that come up, like the lady that paid for my gas yesterday, and a passenger. That was the most uncomfortable situation I said I would never end up in when driving, because, but I didn't have the money because of the accounts being overdrawn. And it was what it was. I had $5 on me, and I was going to put that in. That's all I was asking to do, was stop and put that in, and then I'd cash out after I dropped her. But she kindly just felt so bad, and it's like, here's $20. And but I was mortified to even be in that situation. But the one time I would not have wanted a long trip with no gas, that's what happened. So, it is what it is. But again, that was a blessing, an absolute blessing in a chaotic day. And, today I'm meeting this amazing bank representative who went through all my financial, obligations with me, and said, this is what you need to do online. Go to our website, set all this stuff up, set up your alerts. The accounts are linked to other accounts so you can build up your savings. I mean, amazing. And I even got my card the same day, because they have a person on site that makes their cards. I mean, let me tell you, and we spent an hour and a half going over everything, getting it all set up, and I'm just very grateful. It's those people that, and then I went out and I drove and met amazing passengers doing Uber today. And I'm very thankful. And I still had my place to come home to. And then I know that the stuff's going to sort itself out. And I just have to keep working as hard as I do, and that it's going to sort itself out. So again, I appreciate, for those of you that hung in there for this almost 13, 14 minutes of a it's been months, guys, months. Obviously, this is important to share. The whole point of Living Truly Inspired is these journeys, these struggles that, that we get through, and we can relate to each other with these everyday struggles. And I apologize, I'm like really hot, so I'm like melting. It's embarrassing, but you're getting me 100% natural today, which I don't wear makeup anyway. But anywho, again, thank you for listening to me, just going on and on and on and on. I'm not a very good storyteller. Sometimes I talk in circles, obviously. But that's my message for today. And I will be back with more videos soon, because the videos have been doing well for the company and seem to be a good foundation for us to share things with you. And feel free, again, go to our blogs, go to our media sites. They're all Living Truly Inspired something. Living Truly Inspired, Living Truly Inspired LLC, at Living Truly. You can find us, and we're on Facebook. So keep, update with us. And feel free to go to the blog on WordPress. You can find all the connections through livingtrulyinspired.com. The website has the links for all of our social media. So, feel free to come share your story, post a video, whatever it is that you want to do, because this is for you, not just for me. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Stay blessed.